Hello everyone. Myself, lecturer Miss Aditi Anil Kushare, Master of Pharmacy in Quality Assurance Techniques from KK Wag Institute of Pharmacy, Chandori, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss about the topic monophasic liquid oral dosage forms from pharmaceutics 2. Monophasic liquid oral dosage forms. The topics to be covered are as follows. Introduction to monophasic liquid dosage forms. Advantages of liquid dosage form, disadvantages of liquid dosage form, and classification of liquid dosage form. Monophasic liquid dosage forms. Monophasic liquid dosage form is a liquid preparation containing two or more components in one phase system. It is represented by a true solution. A true solution is a clear homogeneous mixture that is prepared by dissolving solute in a suitable solvent. The component of the solution which is present in a large quantity is known as a solvent, whereas the component present in a small quantity is termed as solute. Advantages of the liquid dosage form. It is easier to swallow, therefore easier for children and old age people. Second, facilitate absorption of drug faster than solid dosage form as drug is already in solution form. Third, it is homogeneous, therefore give uniform dose than suspension or emulsion which need shaking. Fourth, simple and fast to formulate. Fifth, it can be administered by various routes: oral, parenteral, that is injection, enema for rectal use, otic means ear, nasal, and ophthalmic preparation. Disadvantages of liquid dosage form. They are bulky, so difficult to transport and store. Water is a commonly used solvent which is prone to microbial growth, so addition of preservative is needed. When exposed to direct sunlight, it may undergo hydrolysis, so need to store in a cool and dark place. Drug stability is reduced by hydrolysis or oxidation, so they have shorter expiry date than the solid dosage form. Other major signs of the drug instability are color change, precipitation, microbial growth, etc. Classification of liquid dosage form. Liquid dosage form get classified into two classes: monophasic liquid dosage form and biphasic liquid dosage form. Monophasic liquid dosage form again get classified into two types: internal and external. In internal, syrups, elixirs; in external, gargles, enemas. And biphasic liquid dosage form is of two types: suspension and emulsion. Then again the brief classification of liquid dosage form is monophasic, that is homogeneous solutions in which solute and solvent cannot be differentiated. Biphasic, that is simply emulsion and suspension. In case of monophasic liquid dosage form, it gets classified into two types: internal and external. Internal are drops, linctures, syrups, elixirs, mixtures. External are of again three types: liquids for oral cavities, liquids applied on body cavities, and liquids applied on skin. In case of liquids for oral cavities, that are gargles, mouthwashes, throat paints, glycerins. Then second, liquids applied on body cavities are douches, enemas, ear drops, nasal drops. And liquids that are applied on skin, liniments, lotions, collodions. Liquid meant for internal administrations: syrup, aqueous preparations of 60% to 85% sucrose with or without flavoring agents, and medicinal substances, for an example chlorpheniramine, maleate, syrup, chloral hydrate. Elixirs, clear, aromatic, sweetened hydroalcoholic solutions with or without medicinal substances intended for oral use, for an example dexamethasone elixir. Third, linctuses, viscous liquid and oral preparations that are generally prescribed for the relief of cough, for an example codeine linctus. Liquids meant for external administration, liquids used in the mouth, gargles. Aqueous solutions containing antiseptics or antibiotics used to treat the throat infections, available in concentrated form with direction for dilution with warm water before use. For an example, povidone, iodine, gargle. Mouthwash, aqueous solution with a pleasant taste and odor used to clean and deodorize the buccal cavity, have antiseptic and astringent activity. For an example, antiseptics, that is phenol derivatives. Throat paints, viscous liquid preparation used for mouth and throat infections. For an example, phenol, glycerin, compound, iodine. Liquid meant for external administration, that is liquids instilled into body cavity. Eye drops, sterile, aqueous or oily solutions intended for instillation in eye. For an example, timolol, maleate eye drops. Nasal drops administered through the nose to obtain local effect, used during nasal congestion and upper respiratory tract problem. For an example, oxymetazoline hydrochloride nasal drops. Enemas, aqueous or oily solution that is introduced into the rectum and colon via the anus for cleansing, therapeutic or diagnostic purposes. Then again the brief classification overview regarding the classification of liquids are: a liquid meant for internal administration, that are mixtures, syrups, elixirs. Then be liquid meant for external administration, again it divided into three classes: liquid for oral cavity, that is by mouth, liquids instilled into body cavities, and third, liquids applied on skin. In that first, liquid for oral cavity, that is by mouth, there are gargles, mouthwashes, throat paints. Then second, liquids instilled into body cavities are douches, ear drops, nasal drops. And third, liquids applied on skin, in that sprays, liniments, lotions. So now what we learned from this chapter: monophasic liquid oral dosage forms. What is monophasic liquid dosage forms? Advantages of liquid dosage form, disadvantages of liquid dosage form, and classification of liquid dosage form. Thank you.